Hey Cancer, this is your February 27th daily reading. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to be notified of your future readings that come out. I feel like I'm still being drawn to the Crystal Visions deck for you. I know you've been having a rough go on the relationship front lately. So let's see if things are getting any better for that. If I can get to a good place where I'm caught up on dailies, I am going to try and do you guys a bonus love reading for March, because I just feel like you guys could use it right now. So, all right, Cancer, February 27th. What is Cancer's focus, obstacle, advice, and outcome? Please and thank you. Cancer, February 27th. Cancer, February 27th. Please and thank you. Alrighty. The Moon. Four of Wands reversed. The Chariot's reversed. The Eight of Swords. Three of Wands. Alright, Cancer. Still rough right now. Still rough. So you have the Three of Wands reversed as kind of happening. There's another sign that got this within the past few days. Could not tell you who it was. It may have been you. But you don't see any movement forward. You don't see any, you're not really able to plan ahead. You're just not looking forward right now. Instead, you're looking back. I mean, look, if this was reversed, how she's facing, you know, she's planning her destiny right here. You're looking back. You're focused on the past. And I know you've been having some trouble. I feel like a lot of you Cancers are kind of in a separation breakup, and your obstacle is still here. It's still getting in your way. But you have the Moon here as your focus. So I'm going to clarify the Moon because I'm getting a few different things here. Why is the Moon here as Cancer's focus? Please and thank you. Why is the Moon Cancer's focus for February 27th? Why is the Moon... Okay, we have the Knight of Wands reversed. Let me see if you can see everything, because I feel like I got a lot of cards here. This may definitely be a fire sign that you're dealing with. I don't think I've mentioned what sign you may be dealing with, but I feel like you've had lots of... No, you haven't had lots of wands. This may be a fire sign that you're dealing with, though, but you're trying to find out... There's something going on. There's something been going on. Let's see. Let me go check. Yep. So you've had the Moon before, I feel like, because your 25th said something's up, trust your intuition. So I feel like you're finding out more about this Knight of Wands, this fire sign, and what was really going on. I do get that this is a person and not necessarily the energy that is going on. I feel like you're coming, you're just, I feel like this is about a fire sign person, or the person that, because I've started writing down the titles of your previous readings so I can kind of like take it into context with what's going on here. And so the 25th, you were feeling, it was talking about something's up, trusting your intuition. And then 26 was talking about, y'all breaking up or separating or not talking. And so I get that you're finding out more about what was going on in this relationship. I feel like there was more going on in the background than you were aware of. There's still more you don't know about. But then the sun came out. So it's everything that was unknown is going to be brought to light. The light is going to, it's going to be shown, like the truth is going to come out. Now, just because I have the moon and there's stuff that you didn't know, and that the light's going to be shed on it, I don't see the Seven of Swords here. I don't see it. Now, if the Seven of Swords was here, I'd be like, or the devil, or, some other kind of card that would represent lying or cheating. I don't see any threes here at all. So I do see the Three of Wands, but I don't feel like that has anything to do with a third party. I feel like it's just you looking backwards instead of forwards. So just because you find out more about this person that you were with, that you're not really talking to right now, I'm not getting that it was necessarily malicious. Some of you, it was. Some of you, I feel like they were just straight up doing you wrong. But from your reading yesterday, that was a serious connection you had, okay? And so for those of you that kind of resonate with yesterday's reading, that you were still here, that was like a soulmate connection. And yeah, y'all aren't talking, or y'all weren't talking, y'all weren't together, y'all were taking a break, type of thing. I don't feel like if that situation is resonating with, if you resonated with both of these, I don't feel like he was doing you wrong. I don't feel like you were doing him wrong. I don't feel like there was any like real malicious intent, okay? So I just feel that you are getting clarity about this person. It might help you to understand this person better, and maybe why what happened the way it did. I just get that you get more understanding. Like everything kind of comes to light, so you see, it just helps you see things better, for more clearly on how they actually happen, which is why you're looking back. You're trying to like really see. You're kind of like, okay, well, now I see why this happened. I see why he did that. I understand that. I'm not saying it's right, but it's something that you can learn on from now, okay? So I don't see this as a bad thing at all. I don't. I just see that you get clarity about the situation, and you can look back on it and see how, see why and how it kind of got to where you are now. So your obstacle is that y'all still aren't together. The Four of Wands reversed. Y'all still aren't together. There's still no real exchange of emotions. There's still no communication really right now, I feel like, or there's just no offers being made. There may be communication because you do find some other stuff out, but that doesn't necessarily mean you find it out from them talking to you. In fact, I'm not sure that y'all are even talking right now. This is still reversed. So you find this out, but your obstacle is that there's still no real anything happening with you and them. Still no movement. And that's your advice. Don't move on this right now. Okay? You have the Chariot, which, since this is the advice and it's reversed, if it was this way, I would be like, your advice is to like to kind of step up, take charge, and you know, if you want to open this line of communication, open this line of communication. But the advice here is that you need to tread carefully, not necessarily let your movement forward or your way forward, you know, take you completely off track. But you need to just kind of go with the flow for now. You kind of just need to see where things take you from here. However, that's going to give you a lot of anxiety because you're still thinking on this a lot. This is still taking up a lot of your time. So, you know, just kind of letting, you know, this no communication, this no openness happening, and then, you know, having to just trust and let things kind of go where they're going to go on their own. It's a lot of unknown for you, even though you find out stuff that happened in the past. It's not helping you in your situation now. So you are going to have anxiety over that. You are going to kind of feel a little imprisoned in your head until there is movement forward. So really you just need to watch out for this, because you can change this energy. You can change this energy to where it's reversed and you take the blinders off and you see the situation for what it is. It's just taking time. Y'all didn't get here overnight. Although this still may be fresh, there were still things along the way that, you know, kind of not could have predicted this, but, you know, you didn't get here overnight, okay? So, it's going to take time to get for movement forward with or without this person. So you just need to stay focused. I think your advice for yesterday's was talking about, you know, just focus on work. Just focus on something else. Don't become a prisoner in your own mind. Don't let this situation and the unknowns, you know, keep you prisoner from living your life, okay? Just live your life. You know, this is going to work out itself. In fact, that's why this is saying, you know, go with the flow. Be spontaneous. If a friend asks you to dinner, go to dinner. You know, if a friend asks you to go on a trip, go on a trip. All right? Don't let this situation keep you from still living your life, because all that's going to do is kind of keep you a prisoner of your own mind, in your own mind, of anxieties and fear. And that's not what you want, Cancer. Okie dokie. I'm not going to do the romance because this does kind of have a feel of romance, but I feel like that's just what's going on. This is more about you and needing to heal yourself and work on yourself right now. So we're going to do the heal yourself cards. What message or guidance do you have for Cancer for February 27th? Please and thank you. What message or guidance do you have for Cancer for February 27th? Please and thank you. Okay. I'm trying to do it this way because they were starting to bend. What message or guidance for Cancer February 27th? Okay. All right. Thank you. Pride. You also have some pride issues getting in the way. Yeah, that's always a fun one, huh? It's like, oh, you got all this heartbreak, but not necessarily is it heartbreak, because there is heartbreak. This was a deep connection. And like I said, it still hasn't shown me, like, we're doing dailies here. Like, this is 24 hours time. So I still haven't seen anything saying that this is over for good or that you're going to reconcile. I feel like that's still unknown. But right now you're dealing with your pride a little bit. So you're kind of worried about what you look like to other people. I feel like some of you are almost, yeah, you're just worried about appearances right now. Not that that's all you're worried about. Obviously, you're really not. It is going deeper than that because, but I feel like what comes out here kind of hurts your pride a little bit. And like even realizing some of like what your part in the relation, and things getting this way, your mistakes or regrets or things you feel guilty about. Kind of like you start realizing, you haven't realized them yet. But it kind of like, I had a whole thing that I was like going there and I totally lost it. Because I'm not meaning this in a bad way. Pride is just getting in your way right now. Okay? So just be mindful of the pride thing and don't let your pride get in the way of this light being shown, okay? Of this clarity that you are going to be getting. And really don't place blame. That's the biggest thing. It could just have blame there and I would have seen that right away. Don't place blame. I feel like our pride sometimes wants to say, you were wrong, you were in the wrong, I was in the right, you're the reason our relationship's over with. Boom. Okay? That's not what happened. It takes two people to be together, and it takes two people to kind of not be together, if that makes sense, to break up a relationship. So just make sure that you leave your pride out of this, is really what I'm getting. Because your pride isn't going to help you heal from this situation. Not genuine healing, because I feel like there's some wrongs and that kind of need to be righted on both sides, okay? Like, nobody's malicious here. I'm gonna reiterate that. Nobody was malicious here. Nobody, like, purposely tried to do somebody wrong. Okay, if the person you were with and you broke up, they cheated on you and they were, they backstabbed you and all of that, this reading is not for you, okay? This reading is for someone who was in a good relationship, a solid relationship, a soulmate connection, and they broke up, but it wasn't because that somebody cheated or somebody did the other person wrong. This reading, this part of the reading is for those, who, like I just said, it's not for those who did you wrong. If they did you wrong, this reading is not trying to excuse that. This reading is not for that. There are probably parts of this reading that will help you move forward, but this is general for all cancers. So if someone screwed you over or you were in a toxic relationship, this is not saying get back together, okay? It's not really saying get back together anyways, but that you need to heal your pride a little bit, but be careful that your pride doesn't get in the way of you healing yourself from what happened here. So moving on with this person or someone else in the future, these mistakes, or not mistakes, I hate to say mistakes, even though we all make mistakes, these things that went wrong in this relationship, this previous relationship, don't repeat themselves. You don't carry them with you. All right, Cancer, that's your February 27th. I will see you next time.